Hey, Travon, welcome to the room. Let's get started with our first two questions from Mike Griffith and Anthony Dasher.
Hey, Travon, can you just talk about that position you play on that side? I remember Ledbetter playing there. It doesn't seem like there's big numbers that come out of that, but there's a ton of responsibility. Can you just talk about what goes along with playing that spot on the defensive line?
Basically, at the position that I play, sometimes we can be asked to do a lot, but sometimes it doesn't get the recognition that is deserved. But at my position, it's a lot that goes into it, as it goes for setting the edge, whether we're dropping in coverage, asked to get sacks, or asked to eat up blocks. So it can be a variety of things.
Hey, Travon, good to see you. I wonder if you could describe the vibe within the locker room going into this year's championship compared to what it was, 2 years ago going against LSU.
Like I stated in a couple of interviews in the past, just the connection with the team and the guys in the locker room, it's like it's an unbreakable feeling with all the guys. Everyone has that bond and knows each other's why we're doing it. So therefore, with us knowing why each other is doing it, we can hold each other accountable to that why.
Let's go to Mark Weiser and then Jake Rowe.
Travon, you guys obviously are still applying a lot of pressure to the opposing quarterbacks. Even you lost Adam, but Alabama's had a hard time protecting Young recently. What do you think of being able to get to him and that matchup?
I think it's going to be a great matchup for both sides. I just think that we have to continue doing what we've been doing all season, and everything will go as planned. So that being said, we just got to keep rushing the passer, and it'll all fall in place.
When you go up against an opponent that has struggled, do you kind of lick your lips and want to keep them frustrated?
As I've learned playing at the University of Georgia, we're always going to get everybody's best shot. So I can't just say that like they have been struggling. Everyone can see that, but it's going to be a good challenge. As long as we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, it's going to be a fun night for the edge rushers.
Mark kind of swiped the gist of my question. I'm good.
Okay, let's go to Steve Hummer and then Tyler Griffith.
Yeah, just curious. What do you think is this defense has to do to be as dominant in December as it has been the last few months?
I can say just keep improving off of the mistakes that we made throughout the season and keep elevating and just doing the things that we're supposed to do and not trying to do anything extra. Just go out there and play Georgia football.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, you mentioned earlier when talking about your position, how you can do it all, such as drop back into coverage, set the edge. How much do you think that your speed has an effect on this defense? And how important is it to have guys, up front, that can run as well as, eat up blocks?
I think it means a lot because speed is a thing that you can't really coach. So just having speed, that's something that everyone fears speed on either side of the ball. So with speed, you can do a lot with it.
Let's go to Drew Hubbard and then Seth Emerson.
Hey, Travon, kind of a different question, but a couple weeks ago against Missouri, you got to meet Audrey Norris from your hometown. You know her whole story with the cardiac arrest and everything. What was it like getting to meet her and like that whole thing for you?
It was a very fun experience seeing someone like that just overcome the things that she's overcame, and it's a blessing to be able to, for me to be able to reach out to her and get her to see her at the end of the game. So it really meant a lot to me to be able to do what I did for her and to make her day.
Travon, about Stetson Bennett, is there something about him that endears him to you all, even defensive players, just as a teammate, like his playing style, his story? Does that really is that something that makes you all really respect him even more?
Most definitely, because Stetson, he's one of those guys that's overcame a lot, and he never gave up on his dream. He just kept working, and with time, everything just went his way. So I can't say that he stuck into it, and I wish him the best to keep doing what he's doing. He's a great quarterback. He can extend a lot of plays. So just he keep doing what he's doing.
Let's go to Connor Riley and then Davis Baker.
Hey, Travon, I wanted to ask you about Broderick Jones, what you've seen out of him these past couple of weeks, especially with him moving into the starting lineup after Jamari picked up his injury.
Broderick, he's a good young player. Broderick is a guy that's came on a long way from camp, and he's one of those guys that I try to stay on. Like I give him my best, he gives me his best, so I try to get him better every day, so he'll be ready for Saturdays.
Hey, Travon, hope you're doing well. When you're playing in a game of this magnitude, do you take a second or a moment to just step back and appreciate the stage that you're going to be playing on, or do you keep it, strictly football and just keep your focus there?
I do kind of see myself taking a little step back just to enjoy the moment for like early in the week, but as the week goes on, it all boils down to it's just another football game, just in a bigger atmosphere. So I can say that I do just take it as like I'm a guy, I'm all about ball. So when it comes down to games like this, I'm really locked in. It's just another football game that we're trying to win. Take it game by game.
Let's go to Palmer Toms and then Ryan Curley.
Travon, when you turn on the tape and watch Alabama, what's the first thing that stands out to you about this Alabama offense?
The wide receivers that they have some good wide receivers that can extend plays and make plays happen. So I really have to say it's the wide receivers.
Travon, is it really just another game? Is that, or how bad do you want to beat them?
Nah, I can't say I really do want to beat them bad. I really want to beat them, but it is just another game. But it's SEC for the SEC, so it means a lot more to win this game. But it's at the end of the day, it's still football.
Does it mean anything that it's Alabama to you at all? I mean, the program has just struggled against them recently.
It does, because we lost to them last year, and then we also, if I can't recall, I want to say we played them my freshman year also, but it would mean a lot just to get a win.
Let's finish out with Matthew Welsh.
Yeah, Travon, I mean, how does it feel just to get this kind of second opportunity to compete for an SEC championship, especially knowing that you're going to be walking out to the field with a really deep defensive line this year?
It feels great because, like I said, you really don't get a lot of opportunities to get second chances. And with this second chance, we really want to capitalize.
Okay, Travon, thanks for your time tonight.